Hi students, and welcome to our second lesson of this week for learning about annotated bibliographies. By the end of this lesson, you should understand the three components of an annotated bibliography and how an annotated bibliography is different from a works cited page. So, what are the three components of an annotated bibliography? Like our last video where I introduced the concept, I explained that there are three parts to an annotated bibliography. The first is the MLA citation for the source. Sometimes that is provided for you at the bottom of the source, especially if you used a source from our library databases. One advantage of using a database source is that they provide you with the citation. But sometimes you have to create the citation yourself, for example, if you're using a website. And for that, you would use the OSLIS Citation Maker. The OSLIS Citation Maker looks like this, and we will have a full video tutorial in the coming weeks on how to use the OSLIS Citation Maker to create your MLA citation. The second component of an annotated bibliography is the academic summary. And last week you learned how to write an academic summary objectively that summarizes the main idea of the source. The third and final component of an entry is an evaluation paragraph. And it is a short paragraph that evaluates the source's usefulness and credibility based on the criteria presented in the CRAP test. So you already have the skills needed to write an academic summary as well as an evaluation. And in the coming weeks, you will learn how to do a MLA citation and put all three of these components together in one clear annotated bibliography entry. So before moving forward with all of this, I want to explain what is the difference between a works cited and a bibliography. A works cited is a citation page which only includes MLA citations of the sources that you actually cited. That means you used them in the body of your essay or project. It would look very much like, let me pull this up, like this. So an MLA works cited page will have all of the sources that were used in the essay. So as you can see, this is quite an extensive works cited page from a student. And if I were to look through their essay, I would find these sources in citations in their essay. A bibliography, on the other hand, is a little bit different because it is a list of all of the citations that were consulted in the research process. That means that the student may or may not have actually used them in the final essay. All it means is that they looked at the source and considered it when researching to write their paper. Now, what is the difference between a regular old bibliography and an annotated bibliography? If I were to ask you just for a bibliography, then it would look almost exactly like a works cited page because it would just list the citations of all of the sources that you consulted. The only difference is that you would put ones in that you looked at even if you didn't use them. An annotated bibliography is much more extensive because in addition to putting each citation of every source that you consulted in the research process, you also have to include an academic summary and a short evaluation paragraph which speaks to the credibility and validity and usefulness of the source. So let's take a look at a full annotated bibliography so you can see the difference. This is an example from a student I had this past year. They were answering the research question, what are the benefits and drawbacks of students being identified as gifted and talented? You can see this is the first citation that they had right here, but it's directly followed by an academic summary and an evaluation paragraph. Then you'll see the next source that they used, another summary paragraph, and another evaluation paragraph. In total, this student had 7 entries, 7 sources total that they consulted, and each source started with the citation, followed by a summary paragraph, an academic summary, and an evaluation paragraph that evaluated the quality and usefulness of that particular source. When you are done listening to this video, you have a short assignment to complete. You will be labeling the parts of an annotated bibliography, and then at the bottom of the document, you will be answering several questions to check for your understanding of the material that you've been taught this week so far. So when you're done listening to this, go ahead and find that assignment. If you need to re-watch any of these videos in order to answer the questions, please do so. Thanks and have a great day. Bye, guys.